So I'm gonna say this with all honesty.
Come on.
Black women in Atlanta don't have a lot of options. That's all. I'm gonna just say that.
No, you're not lying.
Am I wrong? Am I
You're not
wrong?
lying. You're not lying.
Okay. Thank
My
you.
grandfather used to say, if I'm lying, shout me down, and no one said anything.
No, y'all were quiet. Y'all were quiet.
Okay.
So how are you helping this? Mark, what are you doing to help the ratio?
So, we're beginning an organization. Matter of fact, tonight's our launch party later on tonight in Atlanta. It's an organization called SSAP ATL, Single, Satisfied, and Purposed. And what it is simply an organization that's built and designed to celebrate the life of the single adult in America. I'm a single straight Black man in America. My girlfriend right now, her name is Purpose. She got real wide hips and she's very demanding. My purpose.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Pastor. Now, hold on. Excuse me. What is happening?
Purpose Jenkins.
I was just giving an example, saying that as a single Black man in America, I'm doing my best to be connected to my purpose. Like that's my woman.
Okay. I thought it was Purpose Jenkins or Jones or something.
No. But if you know somebody named Purpose, inbox him.
Call up. If Purpose Jenkins is out there, call up. We want to hear from you. Only if you got wide hips.
Come on, because Pastor got to work.
Watch out now.
He's trying to walk into his purpose. You hear me?
No, our organization, so we do 4 things. We host dope events. We curate elevated dialogue between single men and women. We travel the world, and we try to help single adults connect to their purpose on purpose. This is not a singles ministry. This is not about your faith. This is about your person. Your faith is going to be whoever you are. But as a single adult, we want to be able to say, man, it's a safe and mature environment for like-minded single adults. Now we know we're gonna get some whatever, but it's cool. I can't police.
I want to know what whatever is. If we gonna get some, I want to know what the whatever is.
No, I think here's the deal. Like somebody said to me, I was having a conversation with some other single people about sex, and sex is amazing. The Lord made it, if anything else, and it's wonderful. But while I appreciate sex,
I don't know if the Lord made the stuff that I'm doing.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
I don't know if he made mine.
The Lord made that, sir. The Lord made that. So
not the one I'm doing, not the brand that I'm doing.
Wow. Definitely the devil made the sex that Dante is having. I want to just correct you, Pastor Smith. Dante having devil sex. I'm just going to let you know. There's bones and donkey blood and all kind of stuff happening when Dante's having sex.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm just stating the fact.
No, but my point is, we were having a conversation about it, and I said, "Well, sex is great." I said, "Booty is great." I said, "But don't control me." And I've gotten to a space in my life, but then somebody said, "Well, that must mean you gay," and I said, "I reject it." Here's my real talk.
Well, it's probably, hold on, Pastor. You said booty is great, so that might have been a hint. Right?
I was gonna say something else, but the conversation with a bunch of men, and wasn't that. So, but from my vernacular, my neck of the woods, when I say that, I'm talking about, the hips.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying that they could have been misconstrued.
I get it. And so somebody said, well, if you're not tied to having sex all the time, if you think it's great, you must be gay. I reject that. I said, I reject it because while sex is great, it can't control me, and it doesn't control me. And so my point, and here's the deal. I don't have nothing against someone that is. My daughter's gay. She's married to a whole woman. They're my girls. If you mess with them, I'm going to fight you in Jesus' name and kick your tail. Don't play. But guess what? I don't swing in that direction, because I don't. I know how to respect whoever is. But at the same time, as a single Black man right now, my space is about trying to find out, I got 53 more years on the planet. What am I going to do? Who am I impacting? So that's what the organization is lifting up. We having a celebration tonight. My website talks about it. So that's kind of what we got, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
What is the website?
It's my full government name, markspatessmith.com/SSAPATL.
Oh, that's a
markspatesmith.com/
Mark with a K.
Mark with a K, Spates, SPATES, Smith.com/SSAPATL. Single, satisfied, purpose Atlanta. Boom.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this week we had a conversation, it was riveting, actually, with Dr. Caretha Mitchell. I think it was Monday. And she said monogamy is a choice. We're not, it's not natural, right? And it got me thinking. And then it got me thinking, because since you're a pastor and I didn't expect to have this conversation with you, where do you land on that? And also fornication. Is fornication like, how do we can we fornicate, Pastor? What does that
Can
mean?
we fornicate?
Hey, listen,
Asking for a friend.
I'm gonna say yes.
Right.
I'm gonna,
Well, you have double sex.
Because
I
the
want to hear
Lord
from
made
I want
fornication too.
Yeah, I
he
want to hear
did.
from
He
the pastor.
sure did.
I want to hear from the pastor.
As
Not
I
either
say
one
at
of
my
you.
church, I say, everybody lean in, everybody lean in.
Okay.
Number one, I can't give you or anyone permission to what it is. What you can or cannot do. So can you? I don't know if you probably can if you want. So that's up to you. Now, as it relates to, okay, does somebody participate in fornication or what you consider fornication? Here's what I like to think, and this is my honest heart. I really don't, unless you just gotta have a conversation, whatever you're doing in the bedroom or what you're doing, if that's the highest value of our conversation, it's going to be hard for me, only because I think when we do that, we diminish the value of the human experience as a single person to what is your sex life? Man, my life is so much bigger than my sex life. I mean, I'm just saying, the grand scheme of my life is bigger than that. Is monogamy a choice? It has to be a choice.
Okay.
It has to be. I think if,
All right.
I mean, because I've been in situations in my past where I was married before and I wasn't always faithful. I definitely had that in my past. And I don't.
Were you a pastor at the time?
Absolutely.
What?
Oh my
And would
God.
you pee on your ex-wife's grave every day for 40 years? I just need to know that.
No, I would never.
Okay.
She ain't
All
dead.
right.
Let's not. We
Yeah.
went from the
Okay.
grave.
No,
Yeah,
we
hold
won't.
on.
We won't.
We got-
Okay.
we got a long time
All
to
right.
be. No. So my point in saying it is, I remember, and this is just being honest as a man, me being a pastor did not preclude me from having the reality of what it is to be alive and to be a male and to make stupid decisions and to be a man that was broken and jacked up and couldn't handle himself because he didn't know himself. Not an excuse, because grandfather says it's just what it is.
All
But
right. So here's what I used to think when I was a kid, that I could just do whatever I want and then ask for forgiveness, because that's what it is.
That's how they teach you.
Right.
Yeah, that's how they
Right.
teach you.
And I just be like, all right, I'm sorry. And then just go on and do whatever. And then be like, and then in my mind, I was like, right before I die, I'll just ask for forgiveness for everything. And then I'll go to heaven. That's
All
what
at
I
once,
thought
yeah.
too. Like if I'm in, it's like beep, beep. Okay, Lord, forgive me. And they bring the priest in and whatever, the pastor. And then you just pray and you confess and then you go to heaven. You wake up in heaven. That's what I said. So I'm going to do everything right up until that last moment.
Mhm.
And I'm going to be.
And how's that working out for you?
Pretty good. I'm still here. Still here doing whatever I want to.
You ain't heard that backup sound yet. That's why.
No, I have not. No, I have not. I'm still here. I'm still good. Yep.
So Gary,
Pastor, thoughts?
how do you find it as a single Black woman in this world? I know that you are a champion of it. I think your whole dope brilliance is going. So how do you mix? How you handling all this?
Oh, she beating them off with a stick.
No, I am actually.
You are.
So because my life is so purpose driven, and Lamont's
go.
holding that. Man, you're holding that mic very, very interestingly.
You holding that mic like Purpose Jenkins.
Oh my God.
Purpose Jenkins hold the mic that way.
Damn. No, I mean, I feel like we're in this weird place with, people are doing everything. I'm like hyperly focused. So for me, it's easy every day. It's easy. But if this was something that there was a time when I was like, oh, I want to, so I've been married and whatever. Oh, I want to be in a relationship, but relationships are a distraction, and I'm really horrible in them because I'm selfish. I'll be honest. I'm very single-minded, and I'm very I get tired of people quickly, and it's hurtful. It's very hurtful. So
do you want to?
No, I don't. I have no desire to do that. Period. Like, please leave me alone.
You don't want to. You don't want to with a person who you don't want to with. The conditions,
right? But I never know when that's going to happen, though,
Right.
Dante. Because it could be like, oh, we're cool, and then we're not, and then it's like,
Yeah, but then you were just like,
Then you're not.
that's Purpose Jenkins said,
Yeah,
you
that's
not.
Purpose.
Y'all better leave Purpose Jenkins alone. We don't mean no
She
harm.
out
We
there.
love you.
She got a big booty.
She got a big booty. Somebody named Purpose Jenkins. Her booty big.
I look at all, like you mentioned, the women in Atlanta, you know, and that is a lot different. It's unique. I'm not from here. I'm here now, and it's a unique space. And I found that for me to be in, I can be around beautiful Black women. Nah, I tell you, I ain't nothing like a woman. I don't play. This is how I feel today. Tomorrow, text me and check on me. Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll do that.
I don't ever want you to tie my momentary conversation to my eternal behavior, because I'm human like everybody else. Fair?
Fair.
Right.
That's fair.
So,
Look, you know he's a pastor because he's calling response. He's forcing us to respond. What is happening? And then I complied. I'm like, fair. Turn to your neighbor.
Turn to your neighbor.
And
Touch and
neighbor,
agree.
tell Jenkins. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that
Miss Jenkins.
I'm gonna get an inbox from Miss Jenkins.
You are. Purpose Jenkins will be DMing you and showing you her booty tonight. I promise you, Pastor. You're gonna get at least three Purpose people pretending to be Purpose Jenkins, because Mark Spates Smith is fine. He's got the gray beard. You know, he got that little Ron Ozzy going bald head, y'all. I'm just describing because it's radio. You know, and he out there. He's single, ready to mingle, even though he purposes his love of his life.
Mind mingling. I've been on a couple of dates, and you know, it's all good. If I'm sitting on a date thinking about how I'm gonna finish that script, that's a sign. See.
And
I get it. I ain't mad, but I also have learned that I don't have, like, that doesn't have to be the goal that makes me who I am. That, you know, relationship is cool, but man, relationships come with a lot of stuff. You know, this Paul
like people come in relationships. That's the problem.
There's the problem.
That's you know, that's why I'm trying my best to focus on me again. I'm not saying I'll always be in this space, but our organization, man, we got our first trip coming up in February. It's a Valentine's Day trip for single adults. Like, this is the kind of stuff we doing. I mean, we trying to take the atmosphere, tell you if you're single, I get it. You know what, being by yourself is the best gift you could ever give yourself, because you dope, you fantastic. And what
I want to go to that singles, the
Valentine's
singles,
yeah.
Valentine's.
My
God!
Yeah.
Hold that mic again. Hold that mic, Lamont. Pull that mic up. Question: where y'all going, Pastor Spates?
Does it matter?
Listen. I tell people now, I'm pastor on Sunday. Right now, I'm just Mark because I'll be on set tomorrow, so I'm everywhere. But that's cool. February 11th through the 15th. We are going to Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
Now check me out. Here's why.
That's gonna be ugly.
But now, Steve, you know what? You gotta come, because I want.
I'm coming.
Oh, Dante's coming a lot.
Oh, he coming.
It's gonna be terrible. And let me tell you, Dante's doing vitamin B12 and stuff. He's got his shots, and it's about to go down.
Here's the point. I know so many single adults that on Valentine's Day they are sad, and I'm not saying they don't have a right or the history to be, you know, but I'm like, nah, man, why in the world do you have to deny yourself love? Love yourself.
That's what I say.
Oh, yeah.
I'm agreeing with you.
I
was saying that this morning. Don't deny your love.
Oh my God. All right. Somebody said y'all got a whole ass pastor on Foolishness Friday. What is y'all doing? I don't know. I just thought
they said a whole ass.
A whole ass pastor.
And you call him a whole ass pastor. That's
well, you said your daughter's married to a whole ass woman. So I was like,
I said a whole grown woman. I didn't say ass.
I filled in the blanks in my own mind. Okay. God bless.
I got you.
Okay. And that's in the Nubia chat where they are posting a lot of memes, which are hilarious. All right. So yes, Mark Spates Smith, he sings, he acts, he pastors, he does dating with people, Montego Bay. It's going to be a lot. Do you already have people signed up for this trip?
We launched tonight. It'll be on our website already, and registration opens up on the 5th of October. We have a single Black woman. She owns a travel agent. I said, do your thing. We want to empower. Like tonight at the event tonight, 217 Arrowhead Boulevard in Jonesboro. The bartender, she's a Black woman. She owns her own business. She said, "What do you want?" I said, "Sis, I don't want your money. Make your money. We want to take this group as single adults and point these consumer dollars to places that matter while we lift each other up. And watch me, we about to launch in Miami and in Chicago and even Johannesburg. Our plan is to have a SAP in every major city in the country by 2030. Why? Man, we single, we satisfied, and we purpose, player. Why not? That's what it's all about.
Have you booked a comic yet for that? Because I don't know if you ever heard of the term shooting fish in a barrel.
There you go.
Oh
You know
my
what?
God.
Okay.
I feel like I'm setting people up to be preyed upon. I feel some ways about it. But let's go. Dante just sniffed it out. Would you take some calls? Can we take some calls? Lamont's here, Dante's here, Mark is here, Joy in Florida. Joy comes in the morning, but she can
can come at night.
I was there, Lamont. Hold on. We got tag team. Maybe you can come back on my writing team. All right, Joy in Florida. Hi.
Hi, how are you all?
Okay.
I have a question for the pastor.
Okay.
I'm a single Black female, single and celibate for 22 years. I'm retired.
Let's just take a minute and say, my God,
I'm retired. I consider myself a Christian. Okay. My problem is when I meet men who say they are Christians, I can't get past go because they want to have a sexual relationship. And I don't know anywhere in the Bible where it says you can have sex prior to marriage. And my problem is a lot of these men that come to me, they start out, I'm a Christian this, I'm this and that. But when I tell them I'm celibate, they have a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I can't understand how you're a Christian and you want to take the Bible and sort it to your lifestyle. That's not what the Bible says.
What does it say, though? I'm
curious.
Hold on. We're going to get the pastor, but I want to, from her perspective, Joy, what scripture are you basing this on?
And I grew up, I'm 60 years old.
Right.
I grew up in the church and I go to church now, and I've never known sex to be okay outside.
Yeah, but I want to know where it is in the Bible.
Well, fornication is in the Bible. Where? The definition of fornication.
Did Jesus talk about it? I'm just asking for. Did Jesus talk about it?
Yes, he did.
He said no fornication. What scripture is this, Pastor?
Well, he actually didn't do that. But
yeah, that's what I'm dumb. Listen. So Joy, I want to free you.
Okay.
All right.
No. It's not
just do it. No, I'm playing. It's Friday. Go get it.
Let somebody knock the dust off.
She don't want to be free.
Can I respond to Joy real quick?
Hold on. Go ahead. Wait, we come back. We have to go to a break. So Joy, sit tight. Also, Joy comes in the morning, at night, noon. She could, but now, and also,
she coming.
Pastor, was Jesus celibate? When we come back, we're gonna have that conversation. Hold up. Now it's Friday. All things did Jesus have sex? When we come back, it's the Karen Hunter Show. It's Fools It's Friday. All things happen here, and all things are permissible. I think I read that somewhere. Maybe not beneficial. And that's
certain pages.
When we come back, we'll be here. Somebody will be coming back. All right. Goodbye. My goal with this show, Monday through Friday, is freedom, right? I want people to be free. And I feel like if our caller, who is Joy, coming everywhere, if we can remove the shackles, right? And I'm not saying she could do it if you want. Like, why would God give you free will if then you were going to be policed on everything that you do to never explore all of the things that you are and all that you want to do, and then say that you can't get into heaven being the self that God made you to be? And why would God give you a clitoris, which has nothing to do with reproduction? I'm just asking a question right now. I'm just asking for the people in the back. Why would you get a clitoris if it has nothing to do? There's no babies that can come from it. all of the pleasure if you aren't supposed to use it. So I'm just asking a question, Pastor, because Jesus ain't talk about it. And he was 33 years old in a Jewish faith, never been married, not sure, all of that. And I love Jesus. I follow the things that he says. I try to live up to the things that he did.
Absolutely.
I fail every day, including right now. I'm just
We're all
curious. I'm just curious. Yes. And then people quote scripture like you all read Aramaic or Greek. Like you know what the intention was. Stop it. All right, Pastor, what say you?
So here's what I say. You know, I don't think Joy's issue is whether or not she wants to have sex. I think her issue is she keeps running into men who want to have sex.
Okay. So where do you find men that don't want to have sex?
Well,
I'm just asking, where's that place?
You are places of those, Joanne.
Where is that place?
You know,
no,
and so,
not in Atlanta.
I think her issue is what she's looking for is going to be hard to find. If in fact she is connecting their relationship with God to the issue or not, if they do want to have sex. I can tell you that I have a strong relationship with God, and there are days that I definitely do want to have sex. I want to smash somebody somewhere, but it doesn't happen. I get it. So it doesn't mean because I want it.
I don't never have that.
Well, there you go again. So I think her issue is she's not really going to be able to find what she's looking for. But here's my other challenge to Joy. My other challenge to Joy is, Joy, what can you do to be around a man that he says he wants to have sex with you, but what kind of woman do you show up as, that you, as fine as you are, and your hips, lips, and fingertips is dope, you present such an aura to me that I want to smash, but I respect you so much that I can't. That's what I want to know.
Where's that dude?
That's a challenge.
Seriously, because you may not find a man that just because he says he loves Jesus don't mean he loves Jesus and don't have sex. I think it's unfair.
I feel like nobody's following that rule anymore. But I'm saying this is a Monday through Friday conversation, right? This is a Monday through Thursday. The only reason why I'm making people uncomfortable today, and I'm doing it on purpose, is because the reason why women are supposed to, I'm watching the Serpent Queen, women are supposed to be virgins. We're never supposed to have sex because it's a patriarchy that wants to keep us in this position. We got to check to see if you have a hymen and all of this, but I can sleep with everybody and their mother, but you have to be a virgin. That is bondage. And I want to relieve people the notion even of
set it free.
Nobody's following that.
Turn them out,
except women.
But you also get a situation. You also get a situation where, particularly, the validation of your womanhood is your chastity, and so she's afraid to cross that, because what is her value if she's free with her sexuality when she has spent so many years not being open with her sexuality? Then what is she worth if not that?
Well, I think the bigger question is, why have we accepted the fact that sexuality and a person's value have to be synonymous? I think I reject that. I reject that notion.
No, I'm not saying it's her sexuality that gives her value. I'm saying her celibacy. The fact that she's holding on to this is the validation that she needs so that she can feel special under the guise of a religious scope.
We don't know the
Come on, Big
story.
Mike.
We don't thank you. We don't know the whole story though. We're giving her a lot of credit.
We do. We do know the story.
She could have reached a point where she's trying to roll the miles back, and now she's choosing to be this way because she's giving it more value. She could have spent the last 20
her 20s and 30s. Yeah, you're right, Lamont. We don't know, and she hung up, so we won't ever know unless she calls back.
Anything excessive is usually a reaction to some deficiency.
No, I don't think that, Dante, because celibacy, to her point, it is preached. And if you want to be a good Christian, you are going to follow that. And I feel like that even that messaging to me runs counter to the messaging of love that Jesus put out, which gave you only 2 commandments that covered everything, right?
I agree.
And if we lean into the love part and that messaging of Jesus and not the 630 something rules that were kind of like, okay, We gave you these rules because y'all was stupid in the desert, eating shellfish and making yourself sick and doing all these not washing. So now we're gonna give you mikvahs and all these things because y'all dirty and you spreading disease and you're killing it yourselves. And here's why you shouldn't have sex, because you have foreskin that captures all kind of bacteria, and you're giving people bladder infections, it's killing them. You know, like we haven't been sophisticated enough, I think, Pastor Mark, to even break down the Bible for why the rules were in place.
Rules came from,
put in, and I think in the first place.
I think that's a fair argument. I think additionally, what is fair is that if someone like Joy chooses that this is the space she wants to live her life, you know what? I think there's nothing wrong with celebrating that, but I think there's a bigger challenge in my estimation, which is why in the world is, when we talk about the value of you as a person, why does sex enter in that conversation? I think the problem is that we've given too much authority to some negative ideology that nobody can seem to break free of. It's like, wait a minute, as far as my life, sex is great, but right now it doesn't occupy a bunch on my calendar. I really
love that. I love that about you.
And then mind you, I'm saying this right now and I'm saying it today, but here's my point. I want us to get away from, if you're single, you love the Lord, are you having sex? Number one, I ain't having sex with you. Get out my closet. Why are you in my bedroom?
Right.
What about my
and why your closet though? Are you having sex in the closet? I mean, already you're doing some things here that are making me things.
Now that you need to think about it, I'm forced to think about it. Anyways,
okay. Pause.
Bring it out.
There you go.
Stop it, make me laugh. Yes. All right, listen, go ahead.
I think the bigger issue is why don't we focus and the Bible does say things like, you know what, think on the things that are virtuous. Think of the things that are going to make your life better. Yes. If I'm going to be chasing around of who you sleeping with and what you're doing and whether it's ox blood or not, I ain't got nothing to do with your ox blood, Dante. I'm just saying, I would rather focus on building up the Dante that's supposed to have a real doggone impact in the world. Guess what? Yes. That Dante is going to handle the ox blood however it needs to be handled between him and his walk with God.
Right.
That's
yes.
the
And that's what I'm working on with Dante.
That's what
I'm trying to get him out of his. The devil is a liar.